Step back to 1986, a year of neon lights, big hair, and even bigger TV dreams. Networks were desperate to capture audiences with bold new shows, but not every gamble paid off. Some premieres that year crashed so hard, they vanished almost as quickly as they appeared. Today, we're digging up 5 forgotten 1986 TV shows that were huge flops. Number 5, Leo and Liz in Beverly Hills.
On the road to high society, they took a wrong turn. Premiering April 25th, Leo and Liz in Beverly Hills.
Leo and Liz in Beverly Hills was a short-lived CBS sitcom from 1986 that tried to blend social satire with classic marital comedy and missed the mark. The show followed Leo Green, a successful but rough-around-the-edges businessman, and his glamorous wife Liz, as they attempted to climb the social ladder after striking it rich and moving to Beverly Hills. The premise had potential. Leo, played by Harvey Korman, was a scrappy, self-made man uncomfortable with the snobbery of the Beverly Hills elite. Liz, portrayed by Valerie Perrine, fully embraced a lifestyle obsessed with designer clothes, galas, and outdoing their wealthy neighbors. Much of the humor came from the couple's clashes over how to fit in, or whether they should at all, and their interactions with eccentric, over-the-top socialites. Unfortunately, the writing leaned too heavily on tired stereotypes, and the jokes often felt predictable. Viewers never fully connected with the characters, and critics felt the show wasted its talented cast. Despite its promising concept, Leo and Liz in Beverly Hills lasted only 6 episodes before being canceled. Today, it remains a curious footnote in TV history, remembered more for its failure than for its comedy, and often cited as a cautionary tale about trying too hard to capture rich people humor. Number 4, Downtown.
Listen, whoever took a shot at him is still out there. You might be next on his list.
Downtown 1986 was a short-lived CBS police drama that attempted to mix gritty crime storytelling with an offbeat, character-driven approach. The show followed a tough Los Angeles detective named John Forney, who was given the unenviable task of supervising a group of parolees. Instead of working with seasoned officers, Forney had to rely on ex-cons with wildly different personalities and questionable reliability. Each week, the team tackled cases ranging from gang activity to street-level crime, with the added tension of whether these parolees could resist slipping back into their old habits. The concept had potential, pairing hardened criminals with a straight-laced detective in a redemption-driven partnership. The ensemble cast brought some charm, with moments of humor and human connection between Forney and his unconventional squad. However, the execution fell flat. The tone shifted awkwardly between serious crime drama and quirky character comedy, leaving audiences unsure what the show really wanted to be. Critics also noted that it borrowed too heavily from better shows of the era, while failing to develop strong central storylines. After just a handful of episodes, Downtown was pulled from the schedule. Despite its unique setup, it quickly faded into obscurity, one of 1980 SIX's most forgotten TV flops. Number 3, Me and Mrs. C. Me and Mrs. C was one of the many short-lived TV experiments in 1986, a show that seemed to have all the right ingredients but completely failed to connect with audiences. The series followed Kate Columbo, played by Kate Mulgrew, the now-divorced wife of the famously unseen Detective Lieutenant Columbo from the hit NBC series. Rebranded and repackaged, the show tried to reinvent Kate as an investigative reporter who couldn't stay away from mysteries, teaming up with her quirky friend, Mrs. C, to solve crimes. The concept sounded promising, a mix of cozy mystery, witty banter, and a dash of female empowerment during a time when networks were looking for strong female leads. But the execution was messy. Critics argued that the tone was uneven, part sitcom, part procedural, and fans of the original Columbo series didn't warm up to the spin-off. Ratings were abysmal, leading to an abrupt cancellation after just a handful of episodes. Number 2, Life with Lucy.
Every day I'm loving, living more and more.
In 1986, legendary comedian Lucille Ball made a much-anticipated return to television with Life with Lucy, a sitcom that was meant to capture the magic of I Love Lucy for a new generation. The show followed Lucy Barker, a widowed grandmother who moves in with her daughter's family and co-runs a hardware store with her son-in-law, played by Gail Gordon. The premise promised classic Lucy-style slapstick, physical comedy, misunderstandings, and over-the-top schemes. But instead of resonating with audiences, it quickly revealed itself as out of touch with the times. Despite Ball's undeniable star power, the series struggled to connect with younger viewers who had moved on to fresher sitcoms like The Golden Girls and Family Ties. Critics argued that the comedy felt dated, and the sight of a 75-year-old Lucille Ball performing pratfalls often drew discomfort rather than laughter. ABC had invested heavily in the project, banking on Ball's enduring popularity. But the ratings were disastrous. Out of 13 filmed episodes, only 8 were ever aired before the show was abruptly canceled, marking a shocking low point in the career of one of television's greatest icons. Today, Life with Lucy is remembered less for its storylines and more as a cautionary tale. Proof that even comedy legends aren't immune to the brutal realities of changing television trends. Number 1. Bridges to Cross.
The brief marriage of Tracy Bridges, moi, to Peter Cross, was to romance.
Bridges to Cross was an ambitious 1986 drama that tried to capture the tension, excitement, and romance of a high-stakes newsroom, but ultimately fell flat. The show centered on 2 rival journalists, Victoria Heller, played by Suzanne Pleshette, and Mark Bridges, Nicholas Shirvey, who were forced to work side by side despite their fiery personalities and complicated romantic history. Victoria was a sharp, no-nonsense television reporter determined to break big stories and prove that women could thrive in the male-dominated world of journalism. Mark, her ex-lover turned competitor, was equally driven and willing to take risks to get the scoop first. Each episode followed the duo as they covered sensational stories, from political scandals to citywide emergencies, while also dealing with the pressures of ratings, newsroom politics, and their undeniable attraction to one another. The show aimed to blend newsroom drama with will-they/won't-they romance, adding layers of witty banter and tense confrontations. Unfortunately, despite its promising concept and strong cast, Bridges to Cross struggled to find its audience. Viewers found the writing uneven and the romantic tension forced, leading to disappointing ratings. The show was canceled after only 6 episodes, leaving it as one of 1980 SIX's most forgotten flops. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel for latest updates about the vintage videos.